As many of you know, I am in a program called Field Licensing. It is a 4-year program to become an ordained community minister, and you work while you become ordained, which is my way of doing things. Sitting in a classroom to learn something that you're going to do someday never really works for me. So, because I believe in me, and that's how we live, I'm in a program called Field Licensing. It's been a real honor, a joy, and privilege for me. There is a lady that is my mentor, an ordained community minister, that has been working with me for the last 2.5 years, because I started in March of 2007, and she takes an annual visit to come check up on me and make sure, you know, I haven't gone way off the beam. Reverend Annie Peters and her husband, Richard Peters, are here with us this morning, and they're from Springfield, Illinois, and I'd like for you to stand and let's welcome them. So I invite you all, your usual thing when I speak, how you go ooh and ah, right? So why don't you practice that a little bit, okay? Okay, let's do that. Ooh, ah. There you go, okay. So it happens every Sunday, but just so this morning we're talking about being real. And if you really feel an ooh and ah, you just shout it out, all right? So the topic of my talk this morning, the title of my talk, is will the real you please stand up? That question was asked in a show called, does anybody remember the name of it? To Tell the Truth. Yes, To Tell the Truth. It was in the 1950s and 1960s. Were you alive then, John? It's hard to believe. But yes, To Tell the Truth. And in that show, you had 3 contestants that showed up. In fact, I watched one on YouTube from 1960, and there was a lady named Betty Clark that had been swimming with the whales. And 3 women show up and say, my name is Betty Clark, my name is Betty Clark, my name is Betty Clark. And they all sit down at a table, and other panelists come in, and they ask these 3 women questions about Betty Clark and who Betty Clark is supposed to be. And they all pretend to be Betty Clark, and they're all very convincing. And after the panelists finish their questions, they say, will the real Betty Clark please stand up? And you know, all the contestants kind of move around, you don't know, and one of them stand up. And she says, I am Betty Clark. The other 2 are imposters, right? They've been playing Betty Clark. And who do they give the prize to? The imposters. They give the prize to the imposters. And I thought, isn't that interesting when we think about our lives? You know, are we an imposter, or are we playing the real thing? Have we somehow, he said do his real thing, no matter what it is, but somehow we become this imposter through our life, through our training, and the real person that we are often is not here in our life. You know, we even think of what we call the real thing. What do we call the real thing? COVID. Right? It's fizzy, sugary stuff that's not even good for you. So part of understanding what the real thing is may not be what we've been taught in life. Shirley MacLaine, quoting the bulletin, she says that I know life today is a play that I am writing, a wonderful play that I'm writing. And my purpose is to have utmost fun playing my part. Are you having utmost fun playing your part in this play that you're writing? Or somehow you're a stagehand, or maybe the costume director, or maybe you're selling tickets at the door. But are you the star in this play that you're writing? So I've given us an acronym for REAL, because I think there's lots and lots we need to learn about being real, and a way of life that we can live being real. And so REAL, R-E-A-L, we're going to use it to be recovering your emotional and authentic life. Recovering your emotional and authentic life. So recovery. You know, most of the time when we hear people talk about recovery, we think, you think it would be something about recovering from drug or alcohol addiction. But friends, we have a real addiction to our imposter, to playing small. When you think of all the things you say to yourself all day long in your head, I wonder if we counted them up, if they would be ones of, I believe in me, I am so talented and amazing, and I can't wait to do that thing that's next for me to do in life. Or are we telling ourselves, we're not worthy. We're afraid of what people are thinking about us. We don't know how to speak our truth. So are we living in real, or are we living in that imposter? So let me tell you some characteristics of each so we can see what kind of thing we're set up against here. See, the imposter is the person that feels like life imposes upon them. Maybe that's the word the imposter name. It's a person that doesn't know how to ask for what they want. A person that says yes when they mean no. A person that is so concerned about what others think about them that they don't really live their life. A person that blames others when they feel bad. Has anybody ever done that? A person that, since they don't know who they really are, really wants to control everything outside of them, so they're going to feel better. A person that has pretended so much to be someone else that when you get a compliment, a real compliment, it feels so uncomfortable because you haven't identified with that realist that you are. A great quote for the imposter is from Raymond Hall, who says, he who trims himself to suit everyone soon finds that he has whittled himself away. Can anybody relate to that sense of just whittling yourself away, that you are a human doing rather than a human being? Recovering our emotional, authentic life. So what is it like to be real? What does it feel like to be real? It's learning to say yes when you want to say yes. It's learning to say no when you want to say no. It's learning to have conversations that are difficult with people in your life, and we always get that opportunity to be real. And learning how to say, can we commit to a real relationship of being honest, of being true? I just this week had an experience of having a real conversation with one of my girlfriends who means a lot to me, and she and I traveled through so many things together. And we planned we were going to do a holiday together, we had talked about. And as a few weeks went by, there was another plan that came up in her life, and another person that came in, and perhaps that was going to make the situation different. And I found myself saying to her, well, do you want to spend time with me or not? Because it really makes people want to spend time with you, right?